Greetings, everyone. Welcome to my sketchbook. The last couple of uploads have been related to K-pop Demon Hunters and Hello Kitty. Well, yesterday, while I was out and about, I discovered a few other things that are going to be a treat. Well, a treat for me. So, got another package of this, and again, it was down to just one left, so again, I kind of know what's in here. I don't like blind bags very much, but you can kind of feel what the character is. We're going to open it up. Oh, goody. Yay. Look at that. It's oh, that's awesome. Anyway, so that's Romy. And wow, that sword's doing pretty good. Okay, so yeah, that should be over there. Well, congratulations to me for getting this, because anyway, that's so awesome. That won't even stand on its own. So that, along with Zoe. Oh yeah, of course it comes with a some cards here, which are exactly the same as the... Well, what? Okay, well, check it out. So these are the last cards that came in the other ones, and this one here has some slightly different cards. So those are the same. These Mira, they are the same, but I got these. Ooh. Wow. I don't know if those are collectible or not. I don't even know if this thing's collectible, to be honest with you. I think this is a nice try. Whoever made these things, I saw at the dollar store. And I mean, they don't, anyway, these, I don't even think they're stickers. Come on, guys and gals. Anyway, so that, but that's not all. Beyond this brilliant thing, which I don't know what's going on with this. That is spectacular. That is spectacular. Wow. But the hair is kind of cool, though. I don't know who I'm going to give that to. I don't know who's going to really appreciate that. Anyway, so I got some other stuff. My grocery store is getting rid of stuff that I assume, and I don't really like to assume too often, stuff that probably was brought in for the Lunar New Year back in February, and it's Hello Kitty related. And this is pineapple cakes, Hello Kitty stuff, and it says here, filled with pure pineapple. Pure pineapple. Mmm, yummy, yummy pure pineapple. Anyway, so we're going to open that up. And then I also got this. So these things are like heavily discounted. This has never been opened. This says that these are Hello Kitty Red Sakura, or I guess, and Red Sakura. So this is pretty cool. It says that it has 5 shape cookies. Mmm, yummy shape cookies. So next time I see Izzy, this is for you. You're some lucky to get this. Wow. Anyway, so Izzy, you're getting this. I guess it's a bank as well, and you can use it as a lunchbox or something as well. What kind of a coin thing is this that you can easily get into it? Now, it's got a seal on here. I don't understand that at all, but we're kind of wasting a little bit of time here. We're already 4 minutes in, and I'm going to open up this thing here. I'm not a hand model. I mean, I work with my hands, so my hands are usually in kind of rough shape, but it has this wonderful seal on it to probably keep in super duper freshness. So we're going to see what's inside here when it says pineapple cookies, especially pure pineapple. Like I said, filled with pure pineapple. All right, here we go. Hello Kitty. Oh, actually, they've got other packages in here too. yummers. Okay, so let's get a look at what pure pineapple looks like. I have a snack while I'm going to draw a picture here. Move that can out of the way. Oh, wow. Use the garbage beside me and open up this package. Oh, it's kind of Hello Kitty shaped, right? Like, I guess that would be the bow. It doesn't have a face though. And yummy, yummy cookie. Okay. Well, that's exciting. I'm going to set that aside. I should have a beverage here to go with this. So let's open up this inkwell. I apologize for chewing on that. Going back to this other sketchbook and the doodle that I did, which coincidentally, I think I like this doodle a little bit more so than what I got going on here. I don't really know if I like this so much. I kind of like this a little bit better. But here we have Cinnamoroll wearing that Korean hat, which the brim probably should be a lot wider. And the three eyes on each side. I'm going to try to draw this and see how that goes. But we're going to try doing something else. So I'm going to set that aside. And grab this pen. Well, what are we going to do? Oh, that pure pineapple is a real pick-me-up. So we have a potted plant here. Well, let's zoom in just a little bit more. And we're going to go up here. And we're going to kind of lock it in a little bit so that it doesn't zip in and around. And I'll try to... I'm just kind of playing around inside my head what I want. Okay. I'm going to draw a little mouth like this, which isn't too complicated. Cinnamoroll doesn't really have, for the features that I want anyway, doesn't really have exactly what I want, because it has to look a little bit like Sussie, which almost looks like Sussie. We're kind of looking straight on too, which I don't know if that's really what I want. Anyway. Maybe instead of those cheeks like that. I'm kind of still trying to figure out something in my head with this. Well, what if I kind of extended those cheeks like that to encompass the bonus set of eyes? And then I could do another grouping down here. I already don't like this very much. Okay, well, that's what we're getting. And then here, we're going to hold on to some chopsticks. And we're going to get some yummy noodles. Oh yeah. Now tell me, wow, I'm really reliving some of the purest of pineapples there. That's glorious. Anyway, let's go with a slightly longer ear there. Why not? And then, much like the other thing with that magpie, have this going on. And let's go with this ear kind of out a little bit. Ooh, that's a little too wavy, don't you think? Okay. I'll go with a much wider hat. A hat called a gat. Kind of like a mesh hat. So the Saja boys, they all wear a gat hat. So that's exciting too. We'll do a little bit of this. I don't know if we need to have too much odd things going on here. Those noodles get to hang out of the noodle cup. Now, do you have a favorite flavor of noodles when you have noodles? That's an interesting idea. Feel free to comment if that's a thing. Some people like chicken broth flavoring, some like beef, some like pork, some like spicy vegetable, some like them really, really spicy. So, yeah, let me know what you think. Don't have a lot of room going on here. The tail, I don't know if we're going to be able to see much of the tail. Let's have the tail kind of rolling back here. Now, when I was at EB Games, again, unsponsored, they were selling like little noodle cups from K-Pop Demon Hunter. So I guess you can kind of get that stuff if that's what you're looking for. A little bit of shade underneath here. And I don't know if I like the tongue. So whenever you see Sussie or Sussie, or well, I'm going to call the creature Sussie, the magpie squawks and lets out this like little, almost like a tentacle looking tongue, spiky. It's a little kind of freaky actually. So as you can see, I don't have that kind of a tongue in here, but I guess I could. Let's yeah, I don't like that at all. Ugh. Nope, not my thing. I don't know why I did that. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Brush and water is not really going to save this, I don't think, but we're going to do it. Got a cup here. Hey, you know what I didn't do? I didn't use that weird timer thing. Although honestly, I think that's going to be probably more useful to me with Inktober next time around. So I don't really like the time limit. I mean, I spent 4 minutes talking about some weird discounted stuff anyway. So no matter. Now, Paul, I may have to do something related to Star Trek, maybe Next Gen. We'll see, just for fun. I do like the Doodle stuff, though, and so that could possibly just be something kind of fun to play around with. Growing up, I was into the old Star Trek because, well, there was no new Next Generation stuff at that point, and so the adventures of Captain Kirk and Spock and Bones, that was always fun. And they would travel all over the place, all over, the galaxy, and they would be running into different civilizations. Now, something within Star Trek's universe was that they weren't really supposed to interfere with life on some of these other places. And often they did. So, I mean, they would meet new friends. I mean, they're obviously hanging out with different alien life forms. Captain Kirk, Tiberius, James T. Not really a big fan of Romulans. And always seem to kind of get in trouble with those Romulans. Now, in the Next Gen world, I personally think this, but other people have different opinions about this stuff too. The Borg was a bit more of a threat than the Romulans. Romulans, in my mind, for their time, were like a very aggressive version of the Vulcan people. Now, Spock, of course, was part Vulcan, and he did his best to control his emotions, but every once in a while on the show, Spock would just he'd crack and he'd let some of that human side out just a little bit, so that was kind of a neat thing to watch. Sometimes he'd crack into a song. Hey, did you know that Leonard Nimoy had a song about Bilbo Baggins? Wow, that's exciting. You should look that up because it's pretty zany. Tolkien is pretty awesome anyway, but yeah, having Spock singing about, although he wasn't in the character of Spock, but having him sing about Bilbo Baggins, it's a real treat. All right, well, that's what I have going on there, is that, which I don't know if I really like very much. I kind of like this, and I think what I really like, let's see if that'll kind of focus on that a little bit. I really kind of like the hair for some reason. To me, that seems kind of neat. But whatever I have going on here was, Cinnamoroll as Sussie or Sussie, and Hello Kitty as the derpy tiger. These two, I don't know. I find Hello Kitty to be kind of a simple kind of character anyway. And again, not having a mouth. And I talk a little bit about this in the last video, more so in the little write-up. I don't know if any of you ever read that stuff that I write down, but I remember reading somewhere that Hello Kitty is actually a human child in a costume, and this is kind of a disguise. Now, I could be wrong with this, but this is what I read. This was quite some time ago. Uh, that in order to interact with the other creatures in that world, she stays in disguise, and it just so happens to cover her face as well. So I don't know if it's ever been revealed that this child, but I think the way it kind of works is that you could be the child, I suppose, in that costume. Maybe, I don't know. So anyway, let's go back to this and see if we can kind of add a bit more detail to it. We're going to kind of zoom in a little bit further, see if it'll kind of lock down. Please lock down. All right. And we'll put some of this line work back in. So I think in the next little bit, I'm going to be treating my sketchbook a little bit differently. Not looking to complicate anything, but I think I kind of like doing a lot more on the page rather than just like a little blip, but we'll see how that goes. I mean, I kind of do what I feel like doing anyway. So this has been a fun little adventure, just putting time into Hello Kitty, which is kind of fun. Wow, that pineapple, pure pineapple. That is the realest thing on the go. Maybe it's supposed to be like pureed pineapple with little chunks in it or something. I'm not sure how that stuff really translates anyway. So, okay, let's do a little bit with this hat. Oh yeah, it's beautiful. Not really. Yesterday, I found out that it was Hudson's birthday. Happy birthday, Hudson. Hudson is amongst many things, a connoisseur of Minecraft and many other things. A stargazer as well. Looks into the sky with a super duper telescope. And so that's pretty fun. So happy belated birthday, Hudson. All the best, of course. These noodles and this little tongue here, which let's just hope it kind of translates into noodles. Yeah, I don't know if I like that very much. It would make more sense if, we were looking to the side maybe, which I probably should have done. But anyway, let's put a couple little, we'll call them Kathy driplets in the air here. Put one here. Yeah. And we'll even say in brackets, right here. We'll say yummers. Okay, so yeah, those are supposed to be the bonus eyes. We'll kind of go around those. We're at just over 25 minutes of me rambling on about nonsense. We'll fix these chopsticks just a little bit. I'm fascinated by chopsticks, honestly enough. There's something remarkable and simple about them as far as utensils go. It doesn't have to be complicated. When you think about eating potato chips, for example, these things work pretty good. Just make sure they're clean. And you too can just put potato chips in your mouth. I've talked about this in the past as well. I know somebody that would eat cheesies, so like that inflatable corn, I think they're corn snacks with orange cheese dusting flavoring on them. Anyway, would eat those with a fork, just so you didn't get that stuff on your fingers. How cool is that? Anyway, so let's revisit some of this just to add a little bit more detail, because I'm kind of annoyed by them and I'm not using a timer, so huzzah. I kind of like the idea that perhaps there's somebody inside a costume that allows them to interact in a world that they possibly shouldn't really be in. Not so much like a wolf in sheep's clothing, but sometimes the creatures, if they know that you're a person, they may not want to hang out with you. So it's interesting. I remember seeing, it might have been like National Geographic, and I might look that up. They had kind of like robot versions, and they weren't really well made at the time. I didn't think they were well made, but anyway, they were basically cameras disguised to look at like certain animals, but they were disguised well enough that the animals would kind of interact with them and just kind of ignore that there were cameras right there. So they would just be like kind of inviting this new animal to come hang out with them and perhaps, enjoy some snacks or whatever. It's an interesting premise for the show, honestly enough. Let's go here to the hand. No, I don't really want to put really much more time into this, to be honest with you. I kind of want to move on from this. It's a neat idea, and sometime I might actually pencil out an idea and maybe, although most of what I do here is just off the top of my head, or sometimes I'm thinking about stuff before I sit down, but for the most part I'm just kind of making those mistakes as I go. Well, folks, I think that's going to be it. It's kind of an interesting thing. We got to see whatever this is, and Zoe. Maybe I need Mira, but they only get these. Well, by the time I run into them, there's only one of them left, and maybe other people are kind of crafty too, where they'll kind of rummage around and get the ones that they want. I mean, it's pretty obvious. You can go, oh yeah, no, that's definitely the hair. I have a cookie to finish, and but I'm kind of finished with this. So thanks for hanging out. We'll see what kind of wacky stuff we can do here in the near future, and maybe it'll be kind of fun. And if you have any ideas that you want me to ramble on about, well, I can do that too. I won't even like super duper research it unless I've never heard of it before. Anyway, ciao for now.